Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So USC's offense takes the field to start this game off. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the move. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Finds his man. It's Markway. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to Johnson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This feels like 4 down territory, third and short from the 40. Grab near the marker, it's Key. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Grabs it in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lemon.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Lemon. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down. They'll try to do it for a 2nd time in the opening quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Catch in the middle. It's Markway. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunter. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield. It's Rayola. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Johnson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Markway. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husker! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Finds his man. It's Sanders. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass on second down. Using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Running to Green. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Trojans want to move quickly. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now they'll try the right side. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Markway. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep on the run. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Snap from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Huskers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. He's loose. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. He'll keep it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the right. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. On the shuffle. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He slides that just inside the right upright. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Sanders. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. A special teams penalty cost the D 15 yards as we start this drive. Great place to start for this offense. They go to the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. He lost one down the sideline. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. A long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set. 1st down. With the catch, it's Lemon. There he goes. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last completion.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll line up to go for 2.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Huskers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Markway. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Markway. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Huskers are marching down the field. Off-play action on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback on the keeper. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll run the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. All out of space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Lemon. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
8th play of the drive coming up. Got a little space. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A third and goal, and this defense feeling it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To throw, it's Raiola. He'll get rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man. It's Barney. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Huskers getting set on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Here's a heat. Connection to the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He leaves it with his back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. One more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's Raiola. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.